Bro, stop. Stop everything, seriously. You think you know electric cars? You think you know luxury? You think you know performance? Forget it. You've been living in a bubble. I'm holding a list right now. 10 cars. TEN. And they all came out of China. We're not talking about cheap knockoffs from 2008 anymore. We are talking about next level, future shock. Did they actually put that in a car? Luxury. My Tesla? It just felt like a 2012 Android phone when I looked at the specs for some of these. We in the US and Europe are still playing checkers. China? Bro, they are playing 5D chess on a 100-inch holographic display. I'm not even kidding, I'm low-key jealous. I'm a little offended, actually. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 most luxurious Chinese sedans, and the craziest part, the final car has a feature that should honestly be illegal to sell to the public. You're gonna think I'm making this up. Ready to have your entire perception of the auto industry shattered? Then grab your popcorn, maybe a paper bag, and let's dive into the future, starting with a sedan that redefines entry-level performance. Number 10, BYD Seal. All right, kicking off the list at number 10, we have the BYD Seal. And you might be thinking, a BYD? Isn't that like the Toyota of China? Yeah, exactly. But here's the shocker. The top tier dual motor all-wheel drive version, the one that does 0 to 60 in a mind-melting 3.8 seconds, faster than a ton of performance sedans we idolize here. That beast is priced so low in China, it's basically the same price as a decent Toyota Corolla here in the US. Bro, how is that physically possible? I'm officially feeling ripped off by my own country. Exterior. Look at this face. It's called the Seal, and it actually pulls off the whole ocean aesthetic thing. You see that sleek, almost seamless EV front fascia? No huge gaping grille needed. The headlights are sharp, giving it this laser-focused, business look. Not some sleepy LED strip we're used to. It looks like the love child of a Porsche Taycan and a Tesla Model 3, but somehow cleaner. It has this sculpted hood with creases that make it look aerodynamic, which is important because of its fantastic drag coefficient. It doesn't look cheap, it looks Euro sleek. Okay, notice the profile. It's got that swooping coupe roofline that every EV sedan is going for right now. The door handles? Flush, pop-out handles, naturally. You don't get that on a lot of sub-30K cars. The wheels look sharp and aerodynamic. The whole thing sits low. It has a presence. You look at this and you're like, that's a sporty performance sedan. Microhook. But wait, car number 8, Polestar 5, has an even crazier stance because it literally cut out a piece of the rear window to look more aggressive. You're not ready for that. The rear end is where they nailed the sporty look. We get a full-width LED light bar because if you don't have a light bar across the back in 2025, are you even trying? This car is built on BYD's E-Platform 3.0, and that gives it a rigid, low-slung stance. It looks wide. Why did Chinese cars look this premium while ours look like rental cars? Powertrain, the blade that cuts competition. Underneath all that sleek bodywork is the real magic, the BYD Blade battery. It's not just a battery, it's a structural component. We're talking up to 390 kilowatts of power in the all-wheel drive version. That's over 520 horsepower, and a range of up to 650 kilometers CLTC in the RWD version. This thing's running on an 82.5 kilowatt-hour battery. But here's the best part. The performance isn't the headline, the safety is. The Blade battery passed the scary-sounding nail penetration test without thermal runaway. Safety? Speaking of safety, the structural integrity from the CTB cell-to-body platform is insane. High-strength steel everywhere. For ADAS, you get all the stuff we consider normal now. Adaptive cruise, lane keep, blind spot monitoring. It's got the whole suite. It practically refuses to let you crash. Interior. The dash is minimalist and flowing. You get a dedicated digital gauge cluster behind the steering wheel, not just a screen tacked on. The materials are surprisingly rich for the price point. Okay, hold on. This is where the shock sets in. The main infotainment screen is 15.6 inches. Massive! And it rotates! Yes, it literally flips from horizontal to vertical with a press of a button. I'm not exaggerating, this feature should not exist in a car this price. You get supportive sports seats with integrated headrest. They're heated and ventilated up front. Ventilated in a car that starts cheaper than some used pickup trucks here. Emotional reaction. I'm low-key offended we don't get this as standard in the US and luxury cars that cost triple the price. Nice subtle ambient lighting, good center console layout with a wireless charger pad. It's practical. Practicality. The Seal is a proper mid-size sedan. At a 2,920mm wheelbase, it's got good legroom in the back. The trunk is a sedan trunk, not huge, but deep and usable. You could definitely fit a week's worth of Costco regrets in here. Price. All right, the big reveal. The all-wheel drive 520 plus horsepower version starts around $40,000 in China. The entry-level rear-wheel drive version, it starts about $25,000 US. Post, bro, 25 grand for a car that's faster and more feature-packed than a brand new base model 4-door sedan we get here? America would riot if this came here. We should be rioting. Would you pick the BYD Seal or a slightly less powerful, slightly less feature-rich Tesla Model 3? Drop it in the comments. Alright, buckle up, because if you thought a rotating screen was wild, car number 9 is from a brand you know, but it takes the luxury and the screens and the performance and turns it into a private jet on wheels. It's called the IM Motors L7, and it has a 40-inch display across the dash. Hold on, number 9, IM Motors L7. Okay, next up, we're leveling up. This is the IM Motors L7. You want to know the craziest feature? It's twofold. First, the front fascia has headlights that are essentially digital light projectors, 2.6 megapixels of light that can project information onto the road for pedestrians. Seriously. Second, the interior is just screens. So many screens. Exterior. Look at this face. It's giving me ultra-futuristic Mercedes S-Class vibes. It's long, it's low, and it has this incredibly clean front end. The headlights are the party trick. Those DLP beams are projecting safety messages. I'm low-key jealous because our car manufacturers are still fighting over amber turn signals. This is a big car, over 5 meters long with a 3100mm wheelbase. You get the frameless doors, the flush door handles, of course, and a drag coefficient of just 0.21 CD. Pattern interrupt. Meanwhile, my neighbor's Ford F-150 feels like a Flintstone cart next to this thing. The rear features a sleek, full-width taillight bar that looks incredibly modern. It's subtle, but the stance is wide and imposing. Powertrain, AWD power, and wireless charging. Performance is serious. We're talking a dual-motor AWD setup pushing 425 kilowatts, about 570 horsepower. The 0 to 60 time is just 3.8 seconds. It's running on a 90 kilowatt-hour battery for about 615 kilometers CLTC range. But here's the unexpected feature: 11 kilowatt wireless charging. I swear this technology feels illegal to be this advanced. Safety? This car is packing some serious hardware: 11 cameras, 5mm wave radars, and 12 ultrasonic sensors, all running on an NVIDIA Xavier chip. That is premium autonomous driving hardware. Plus, the chassis tuning by Williams Advanced Engineering gives it handling precision. Interior. Okay, the main event. You have a 40-inch integrated display spanning the dash. It's essentially 2 screens, but wait, there's more. Both can slide down into the dash for a simplified view. Bro, what is happening right now? Below that, you have a 12.8-inch vertically oriented OLED touchscreen for climate. The luxury hits here. Nappa leather seats, not just heated and ventilated, but 12-way power adjustable with full massage functions for both the driver and front passenger. 256 color ambient lighting, fine wood deco, and a 22-speaker 1120-watt sound system. This interior is insane. Practicality. With that huge 3.1-meter wheelbase, the rear seat legroom is massive. This is a car you get driven in. It's a road trip champ, hands down. Price? The IM L7 starts around the price of a nicely equipped Tesla Model 3 Performance, or maybe a base BMW 5 Series, but it gives you tech and luxury features only found in a 6-figure S-Class or Lucid Air. Are you willing to pay the premium for that insane screen setup? Or is it too much? Let me know. Alright, deep breaths. If you thought that was crazy, car number 8 is gonna throw you for a loop. It's not a sedan, but it's a luxury EV coupe SUV that does 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, is built on a pure hypercar DNA, and it's the only one on this list to have pop-up deployable LiDAR sensors and a split rear window. It's the Lotus Eletre. Stay glued. Number 8. Lotus Eletre. Car number 8 is the Lotus Eletre. The top-tier Eletre R, 905 horsepower. 2.95 seconds to 60 miles per hour. It's the fastest dual-motor electric SUV in the world. But the real shock? It has deployable LiDAR sensors that pop out of the roofline and fenders when you need them. It's like a car from a James Bond movie. Car number 7, the Yinhe E8, is running a massive 45-inch 8K screen, but the Eletre just laughs at that with its literal spaceship technology. Exterior. This is not a fat SUV, this is a hyper SUV. The design language focuses on porosity. Air flows through the body for maximum aerodynamic efficiency. The active grille shutters and matrix LED headlights are aggressive. It's long and low for an SUV with a fastback roofline. The wheels can be 23 inches with carbon fiber inserts. It has soft closed doors and frameless windows. Microhook. But wait, if you thought that was wild, the Nio ET9 in the number 1 spot has a suspension system that makes the car look like it's dancing. The rear is pure drama, with an active rear spoiler and the split rear window. Powertrain, the 900 HP monster. We're talking an 800V architecture for blisteringly fast charging. The Eletre R has 905 HP and 726 pound-feet of torque from its dual-motor setup. It's rocking a massive 112 kilowatt-hour battery, and it can charge at 350 kilowatts DC. Bro, this thing charges faster than my phone. Safety. The tech is the safety. 4 deployable LiDAR sensors provide massive redundant data for autonomous driving. Plus, it has standard air suspension and active rear axle steering. Interior. Lotus went minimalist. Instead of a huge screen, you get a super slim 1.2-inch digital strip for crucial information. The main display is a 15.1-inch OLED landscape screen that actually folds flat when you don't need it. That is a serious pattern interrupt. You can get a luxurious 4-seater layout with individual rear buckets. The seats use a wool blend and are heated, ventilated, and offer a great massage. Practicality. A usable hypercar. For a 900 HP rocket, it's surprisingly practical. The 4-seater layout makes the rear seats feel like first class. It's the ultimate dad who used to race a Miata car. Price. This one is 6 figures, starting around $105,000. Pricey, but for a 900 HP active aero LiDAR-equipped 800-volt hyper SUV, it actually undercuts a lot of its European and American rivals. Would you shell out 6 figures for the lowest DNA in an SUV body, or would you wait for a traditional sedan? Don't you dare click away. Car number 7 is the Yinhe E8, and it's going to make the IML7 screen look like a Nokia flip phone. We're talking about a 45-inch, 8K resolution, unspliced display that runs from the driver's door to the passenger door. That is a full wall of digital display inside your car. Number 7. Geely Yinhe E8. Seriously, Geely, who let you do this? This is the Geely Yinhe E8 or Galaxy E8, and this is the car that proves the previous screens were just teasers. The headline here is the 45-inch, 8K resolution, unspliced screen that runs from the driver's door to the passenger door. That is a full wall of digital display inside your car. Exterior. The front is sleek, featuring Geely's ripple of light aesthetic. The primary goal of the exterior was efficiency, and they nailed it with an insane 0.199 drag coefficient. That's lucid air level good. It's another long sedan, over 5 meters. Curiosity loop. Remember how slippery car number 7 was? The G6 shows that you can have an SUV shape and still be incredibly aerodynamic. The rear features a clean, simple full-width taillight design. Powertrain, the 646 horsepower and 800-volt punch. This is built on the same SEA platform as the Lotus and Polestar, and it's running an 800-volt ultra-fast charging architecture. The top-spec dual-motor AWD version gives you a massive 646 horsepower and a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of around 3.49 seconds. Range is good too, up to 700 kilometers CLTC. And because it's 800 volt, it can charge from 10% to 80% in under 20 minutes. Bro, that's a full road trip stop faster than ordering a drive-thru burger. Safety. The E8 is equipped with a LiDAR-based intelligent driving system, plus all the standard cameras and radars. The car practically drives itself on the highway. Interior. Forget the instrument cluster. The entire dash is the cluster. The focus is the 45-inch 8K screen powered by the high-performance Snapdragon 8295 chip. This is tablet performance that is literally wider than your living room TV. Emotional reaction. This level of digital integration makes my actual PC feel dated.
Okay, I'm officially offended we don't get this in the US. Front seats are heated and ventilated. The rear seats offer generous legroom and power-adjustable functions. A 23-speaker premium sound system can isolate sound zones. Practicality, executive space. This is a big car with a long wheelbase. Road trips would be a breeze, especially with that massive screen to distract everyone. Price. This one is 6 figures, starting around $35,000 US. That's the same price as a well-equipped Honda Civic, but you get a digital wall and nearly 650 horsepower. Would you trade brand prestige for a massive 45-inch 8K screen and 646 horsepower? Hit the comments. We've done sedans, we've done an SUV. Now, what if you could have the sleekness of the sedan, the practicality of the SUV, all running on an 800-volt architecture that can charge 10 to 80% in 12 minutes? Car number 6 is the Xpeng G6, and it's charging so fast, you literally won't have time to finish a coffee.
Get ready. Number 6, Xpeng G6. Okay, listen up, because this is the future of EV travel, and it's from Xpeng. This is the Xpeng G6, and the shock feature? Thanks to its full domain 800V SiC platform, this car can go from 10% to 80% charge in just 12 minutes. 12 minutes! That's literally the time it takes for me to decide what flavor coffee I want. This completely eliminates range anxiety. And the fact that a Chinese manufacturer perfected this while we're still arguing over where to install charging stations makes me want to start my own car company. This feels illegal to be this advanced. Exterior. The design is called Starship-inspired, a very clean, minimalist front end with a full-width integrated light bar. It has a distinct fastback silhouette. It looks like a melted sedan with high ground clearance. The doors are frameless, and you get flush door handles. The rear features an aerodynamic ducktail spoiler. Powertrain. The 800V Charging King. The core tech is the 800V SiC, or silicon carbide, platform. The AWD version hits 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 4.13 seconds. The range is decent too, topping out at around 570 kilometers CLTC. But the 12-minute charge time is the flex. Safety? Xpeng calls its ADAS suite X-Pilot Assist, and it's full scenario adaptable. It uses an industry-leading sensor suite, plus the battery has a triple-layer battery shield for maximum protection. Interior, immersive lounge cabin. Xpeng has a dual-screen layout, a small digital instrument cluster, and a large central touchscreen. It runs XOS Cockpit with seamless voice control. They call it an immersive lounge cabin. Front seats are power reclining Nappa leather with ventilation, heating, and massage. A massive 2.12 square meter panoramic skylight, and an 18-speaker X-Opera 2.0 sound system. Practicality. Good legroom and headroom despite the sloping roofline. The reclining rear seats make it fantastic for passengers. It's the ultimate family road trip car because those 12-minute stops make everything easy. Price? The base model starts around $28,000 USD, and the AWD performance model is only around $42,000 USD. This makes a Hyundai Ioniq 5 look criminally overpriced. Would you buy the Xpeng G6 for the 12-minute charging alone? Yes or no in the comments. We've seen fast, we've seen screens, we've seen quick charging. But the next car, car number 5, is a car you've actually heard of, but you didn't know it was doing this. It's the Xpeng P7, and it has a feature that literally allows you to open the door like a Lambo. Yes, wing doors. Wait, let me back up. Xpeng is selling a luxury sedan with wing doors. Number 5. Xpeng P7. This is where things get truly outrageously fun. This is the Xpeng P7, a luxury sedan. The one you need to know about is the Wing Edition. It has Lambo-style scissor doors or wing doors in the front. Pattern interrupt. Bro, did they actually put that in here? A production car? Out of China? With doors that open like a $300,000 supercar? Exterior. It has a beautiful, seamless, smart light signals, front fascia. The wing doors are the obvious highlight. They open and close electrically and automatically. It has a super low drag coefficient of 0.236. It rolls on aggressive 19-inch alloys and uses Brembo brakes. Curiosity loop. Remember the BYD Seal's interior? The P7 has a similar tech focus, but it's wrapped in a package that screams, "Look at me." The full-width taillight bar is the signature. Powertrain. The AWD Wing Edition gives you 473 horsepower and a blistering 4.1 second 0 to 60 time. It's running on an 86.2 kilowatt-hour battery with a respectable WLTP range. Safety. This P7 uses an earlier generation of Xpeng's tech, Xpilot 3.0, but it's still powerful. It has the full ADAS suite, including highway navigation guided pilot. Interior. The dash is high-tech luxury. You get a dedicated 7.1-inch rotating instrument cluster and a massive 56-inch AR HUD. The central screen is a 14.96-inch 3K OLED touchscreen running Xiaomi's Hyper OS. Here's the crazy part. They put an intelligent 4.6-liter in-car refrigerator in the center console. You also get dual 50-watt wireless charging pads. Seriously, this car is a luxury apartment. Practicality. The speedy road tripper. Good interior space. With that 11-minute charging and the refrigerator, this is arguably the best road trip hyper sedan ever built.
Price. The AWD Wing Edition that gives you the 473 horsepower and those insane doors, you're looking at about $55,000 USD. That is the price of a mid-spec BMW 3 Series, but the Xpeng has doors that are guaranteed to turn every head on the block. Forget practicality. Would you buy the Xpeng P7 just for the wing doors? Yes or no? We're entering the true top 4. Car number 4, the Xiaomi SU7, is built by the phone company. Wait, what? And they didn't just build a car, they built a tri-motor, 1,548 horsepower hyper sedan that has a built-in refrigerator and does 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. I can't breathe. You need to see this. Number 4, Xiaomi SU7. Full stop. The phone company, Xiaomi, decided to build a car, and they built the SU7 Ultra, a tri-motor, hyper-performance electric sedan with roughly 1,548 horsepower and the 0 to 60 miles per hour time, 1.98 seconds. Host shock pause. Hold on, what? Pattern interrupt. It's like if Iron Man designed a car twice. Exterior. It has a low, aggressive, truly sporty front end. It looks like a mix of a Porsche Taycan and a McLaren. It has an incredibly low drag coefficient of 0.195 CD. The wheels are aggressive 21-inch forged U-shaped alloys. The SU7 Ultra is also available with a full 1.7 square meter carbon fiber roof. The rear has an adaptive retractable rear wing that deploys for maximum downforce. Powertrain. This runs on a massive 800-volt platform. The charging time is insane, 10% to 80% in just 11 minutes. They're using tri-motor torque vectoring control. Safety? This is using dual NVIDIA Drive Orin chips, the best in the business, along with a LiDAR unit and a ton of cameras and radars. They call the system Xiaomi Pilot Max. Interior. The dash is high-tech luxury. You get a dedicated 7.1-inch rotating instrument cluster and a massive 56-inch AR HUD. The center screen is a 16.1-inch 3K OLED touchscreen running Xiaomi's HyperOS. Here's the crazy part. They put an intelligent 4.6-liter in-car refrigerator in the center console. You also get dual 50-watt wireless charging pads. Seriously, this car is a luxury apartment. Practicality. The speedy road tripper. Good interior space. With that 11-minute charging in the refrigerator, this is arguably the best road trip hypersedan ever built. Price. The SU7 Ultra, the 1,548 horsepower monster, it starts at about $73,000 USD. For that power and tech, that is an absolute bargain. It makes my jaw drop. Would you pick a hypersedan built by a phone company over a Tesla Model S Plaid? Comment below. Okay, that was insane. But car number 3 is what happens when a legendary Swedish brand with Chinese backing decides to build a luxury GT that looks like it just won a design award for the next century. It's the Polestar 5, and it has 870 horsepower and is built on a ridiculously expensive bonded aluminum chassis. This is not a cheap car. This is pure GT royalty. Number 3, the Polestar 5. We're at car number 3, the Polestar 5. The shock feature, it's built on a bespoke bonded aluminum chassis. This is ultra lightweight, super expensive architecture, usually reserved for true exotic sports cars. And the result? 870 horsepower and 749 pound-feet of torque from a dual motor setup. Pattern interrupt. Bro, you're telling me a Volvo adjacent sedan has more power than a Porsche 911 Turbo BES? Exterior. It has Polestar's signature Thor's Hammer LED headlights, but more aggressive. This is a stunning, sleek, 4-door GT with a long wheelbase, 3054 millimeters. The craziest styling choice is at the rear. Polestar essentially deleted the rear window and replaced it with a glass panel that acts as a structural element. It's a performance-first aesthetic that will turn every single head. Powertrain. The 870 HP GT. This thing is a weapon. 650 kilowatts, 870 HP from a dual motor AWD system. It's running an 800-volt battery with a big 103 kilowatt-hour unit. This is built to be a high-speed, long-distance monster. Safety? The bonded aluminum structure means incredible crash protection and rigidity. You get all the best of Volvo's ADAS technology. Interior. The interior is pure Scandi minimalism. The main screen is vertical. You get comfortable, sustainable luxury. They use 3D knitted upholstery made from recycled PET bottles. You get natural fiber composite deco panels made from flax fiber. Practicality? This is a big car with a long wheelbase. It's built for comfort on long drives. The main compromise is the lack of a rear window. Price? It's expected to start around $140,000 USD. It's expensive, but when you consider the bonded aluminum chassis and 870 horsepower, this actually undercuts similar European exotics by a significant margin. Is the Polestar 5 the ultimate luxury GT, or would you stick with a traditional European competitor? Tell me below. We've reached the point of no return. The final 2 cars are the absolute peak of Chinese luxury and engineering. Car number 2, the Maextro S800, is a massive luxury barge that has a 43-speaker, 2,920-watt sound system with speakers in the headrests, collapsible folding tables with integrated makeup mirrors, and a refrigerated drink compartment with stemware. This is not a car. This is a private lounge. Number 2, the Maextro S800. This is the Maextro S800. A car so dedicated to rear seat luxury that it makes our Rolls-Royce feel a little, well, basic. The shock feature? It has a multi-function armrest that contains collapsible folding tables with integrated makeup mirrors, a refrigerated drink compartment, and complimentary stemware. You get champagne flutes with your car. Seriously, I don't even own a house with a wine cooler, and this car has a refrigerated compartment with stemware. Okay, now I'm officially offended. Exterior. This car is massive. The front fascia is imposing. At 5,480 millimeters, over 18 feet long, and a 3,370 millimeter wheelbase, this car is a land yacht. It even has the option for electronic mirrors to achieve an absurdly low 0.206 CD drag coefficient. The rear is wide, dominant, and features a clean light bar. Powertrain.
The top-spec triple-motor EREV version pushes out an incredible 635 kilowatts, 852 horsepower. The BEV model has 800-volt architecture that can hit 10 to 80% in about 12 minutes. Safety? This car is running the Huawei ADS 4.0 system, featuring a plethora of cameras, radars, and sensors. It's an intelligent, self-driving executive lounge. Interior. The front is advanced. The system runs on a high-speed connectivity system with a vehicle-mounted satellite communication system. This is the highlight: active, safe, zero-gravity seats in the rear. They're individual, massaging, heated, and cooled. The Huawei Sound Ultimate 7.5.10 audio system, that's 43 speakers and 2,920 watts of power, including speakers in the headrests. Plus the folding tables, the active cooled wireless charging pads, and the makeup mirrors in the rear. It is utterly insane. Practicality. Executive only. This is a 4-seater only in the luxury trims. It's for the CEO and their one important guest. Price? The Maextro S800 starts at around $75,000 USD. For a 4-seat, 852 horsepower, 43-speaker lounge on wheels with stemware for less than a base Porsche Taycan. This is destroying the German luxury market. Absolutely destroying it. Would you buy a German luxury sedan or this 43-speaker Chinese land yacht? Let me know. The number one car is the ultimate luxury flex, the Nio ET9. This is the car that makes a Rolls-Royce feel like a golf cart. It is built on a 900-volt architecture, has a steering wheel that retracts into the dash, and a revolutionary Skyride active suspension system that makes the car look like it's dancing to shake off snow. You are not ready for this. Number 1, the Nio ET9. This is it, the ultimate, most luxurious, most technologically shocking Chinese sedan. This car is built with technology that literally should not exist yet. The shock feature? It's running on a 900-volt architecture. It features a retractable steering wheel that hides away. But the real mind-blower is the Skyride full active suspension system that is so advanced, Nio literally showed it dancing to shake snow off itself. Bro, I'm not exaggerating. This is wild. This car is a magic carpet. Exterior. The design is Nio's classic Landjet style. It's huge, over 5.3 meters long with an enormous 3,250mm wheelbase. The roofline is high, like a Rolls-Royce, giving maximum headroom inside. Powertrain. This car is the first to debut on Nio's new 900-volt platform. It's running a dual-motor, all-wheel drive setup with a maximum combined output of 707 horsepower. Nio claims you can add 255 kilometers of range in just 5 minutes at their specialized charging stations. 5 minutes! Safety? Safety is centered on the Skyride full active suspension system. This is active. It uses electric motors to literally raise or lower each wheel independently and instantly. It can keep the car perfectly level during hard cornering or completely smooth out a rough road. This is technology that makes a Rolls-Royce feel ancient. Interior. The front is clean, with a simple digital cluster and a massive HUD. The steering wheel is retractable. This is the ultimate flex. Individual zero-gravity seats in the rear. They are heated, ventilated, and offer full body massage. You get 2 second-row small tables and 4-zone climate control. Practicality, the first-class cabin. The 3,250mm wheelbase is pure limousine territory. It's a 4-seater executive cabin. The comfort is unmatched. Price? The Nio ET9 starts at around $109,000 USD and goes up to about $133,000 for the Signature Edition. For a car that has 900-volt architecture, 700 horsepower, and technology that rivals a private jet suspension system, that is an absolute steal compared to its European hyper-luxury rivals. So there it is, the Nio ET9, the ultimate, most technologically advanced, most luxurious Chinese sedan coming to shock the world. Would you pick the Nio ET9 over a Rolls-Royce Ghost or a Mercedes-Maybach S-Class? Drop your honest answer in the comments. All right, that was the top 10 Chinese cars that just made me question everything I thought I knew about automotive tech. I'm not gonna lie, I'm shook, I'm confused, and I'm low-key really jealous. We saw a $25,000 car that can outrun a lot of muscle cars. We saw a sedan with Lambo doors, a car with a 45-inch 8K screen, a sedan with a refrigerator and a 1.98 second 0 to 60 time, and of course, the Nio ET9 with the dancing suspension and 900-volt charging. This isn't just about cars anymore. This is about technological supremacy. And for now, China is holding the crown. Which one would you actually take home? Would you go for the full luxury of the Maextro S800 or the mind-bending tech of the Nio ET9? Drop your pick in the comments. I need to see who's Team Nio or who's all about the Xiaomi Hyper Sedan. Smash that like button if your jaw dropped even once, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next insane reveal, and ring that bell because next time we're checking out another Chinese car that'll make every US car owner a little jealous. Bro, I'm still shook. Which of these 10 would you drive first?